After a half of a year of silence, our questions have finally been answered, and warning you guys, they might not be the answers you've been hoping for. Without a drought of information, Hytale drops a colossal influx of Hytale news. Lots of new information regarding an overhaul of combat, other platforms Hytale will release on, and cross-platform support, and a shocking new plan for Hytale's release. Without further ado, my name is Aunsity, this is Hytale News, and let's get right into the video. The first new thing from the blog post we're going to cover in this video is a freshly released song from Hytale's soundtrack called Adventure and Chill. Here's the clip for all of you now. I must say, I absolutely love the atmosphere this music gives off. If you want to check out the full version, it will be linked in the description down below. According to the background image, this is a track from Zone 1, which we know as Emerald Grove. If you pay close attention to the soundtrack, you can recognize the same instrumentalization as few familiar music themes which we have heard in the previous tracks from Hytale. The blog post also contains a lot of new information about character customization, combat mechanics, and mob AI, so let's dive right into it. Hypixel Studios wants the players to be able to express themselves as much as possible. This expression will be possible through the customization of your avatar, which is what the player characters are called. In the blog post, they mention avatars are the denizens of a boundless realm, known as the Ultiverse. The Ultiverse consisting of 5 planets, as far as we know. To be able to guarantee that everyone can look exactly how they want to, Hypixel Studios have enhanced the character customization options. You will be able to mix and match lots of components like faces, hair, and eyes, but also fantastic elements such as horns, pointy ears, and even tusks. Besides those body components, you'll be also able to change your clothes, from modern fashion to adventuring clothing, or even cosplay. You'll be free to personalize your avatar however you want. But not only has the character customization aspect been improved, over the last 6 months, Hytale has announced that they are taking a completely new approach when it comes to the combat. After weeks of just seeing screenshots of the combat system, we finally get to see it in action. The clips we have seen are considerable differences from the skeleton combat clip from a while ago. Take a look. From this clip, we can see that they have implemented the new charge and dash attacks. These attacks have cool new effects that make them look much more satisfying than the normal attacks. We also see these combat dummies that are just standing there doing nothing, though they do take knockback and have some basic animations. The team says that the basic attacks take from the form of a 3-hit combo, striking from the right and left, followed by an overhead chop. The sword's special attack is a charged lunge, which incorporates a short dash and applies knockback to the target. Below this, they mention that the sword's signature move, which is charged by landing blows and blocking incoming strikes, is a dramatic spin followed by another powerful lunge. This does damage in an area while rewarding good positioning with the ability to deal sudden damage to a key foe. The next clip shows the player using a mace instead of a sword. Here, take a look. This mace is much heavier, and although it's slower, it does way more damage. The Hytale team says that mace strikes are slow, consume a chunk of stamina, but do plenty of damage and knockback. Basic attacks take the form of a steady right and left swings, while the alternate attack provides a high knockback hilt bash. The mace can be charged to perform a powerful special attack, and its signature is devastating leaping slam that deals massive damage and knockback to all the enemies near its impact zone. You probably noticed a mention of stamina, which we never heard anything before about this, showing that Hytale will have a stamina system related to combat and possibly other mechanics. After the clips, the Hytale team says, "These are 2 of the weapon types that we've been working on. We've also been testing new playstyles for daggers, which favor a hit-and-run attacks, and provide a ton of bonus mobility and battle axes, which build a powerful damage boost by landing successive hits, encouraging all-in aggression. They continue saying the next step is to extend this depth and variety to ranged weapons, while giving players additional ways to customize their playstyle through the use of armor and trinkets. The overall goal of the system is to encourage players to compose their own approach to combat by combining a wide array of meaningful, distant elements. Besides the combat system, the Hytale team has also worked massively on the artificial intelligence system, which is especially important when it comes to PvE. The so-called combat action evaluator, as the devs call it, allows NPCs to make smarter or less smart decisions on how to behave during a battle. This system decides how the NPCs react in certain situations, which makes it possible to show the personality of the NPC through its behavior in combat. In the blog post, you can read that there are various options for how fast or slow and how accurately the NPCs react to certain situations, and every NPC behaves in a different way. According to Hytale Studios, this should prevent the NPCs from being predictable. Every NPC acts slightly differently, and you will never know exactly how the next creature you face will behave. With this system, the NPCs will also be more realistic. No real creature or person always acts ideally in every situation. As AI does a lot in games, everyone makes mistakes and not everyone acts the same way as others do. Nevertheless, this new AI system does not only diversify the reactions of the NPCs, but it's also able to make them more intelligent. In this clip, you can see a player facing a highly skilled NPC, which according to the blog post, has claimed its fair share of victories against some of the better PvPers on the team. Besides the tons of information about changed and improved combat and AI, Hytale Studios has also announced something very, very interesting. They want Hytale to be a multi-platform game. Besides PC, they announced that their goal is to have Hytale be playable on consoles and mobile phones as well. This means that you'll be able to play Hytale wherever you want. Which specific phones and consoles the game will be playable on is yet to be uncovered, but rest assured, we will inform you as soon as there's news about it. What do you think about this? Tell us in the comments below. Unfortunately, their plan for releasing the game on multiple platforms is one of the reasons for the last big news of today's video, and it's what we believe to be the most shocking news so far for the Hytale community. You could probably guess from the video's thumbnail, but Hytale Studios had delayed the game's release to planned 2023 or later. The team justifies this radical change of plans by explaining that their capabilities of creating high-quality game content have risen in the last few years, and that using these capabilities takes time. I also think they might have faced the truth that making the game as awesome as they want it to be takes time, and they really want to make sure they do everything right. I believe that this is a very respectful and brave decision, because if they rush the game, it could turn out very badly. But nevertheless, it is very sad to hear that we have to wait once again for at least 2 more years. What's your opinion about that? Also, because of them wanting to focus on their work even more than before, there unfortunately won't be any new postcards of the week for the foreseeable future. Fear not though, as they announced they'll be changing their approach to communication. From now on, they'll post fewer, more substantial official updates, interspersed with increased engagement from the team as we go about the day-to-day work of building Hytale. After this massive information, we finally reached the end of the video. What do you guys think about the new combat system and the massive delay of the game? Tell us in the comments below. Also, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos in the future. If you want to stay informed about all things Hytale, we would like to invite you to our Discord server, where you can communicate with the Hytale community and discuss the latest topics. We're looking forward to seeing you there. And that's it. That's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.